Yes, you've read that right, we're up in Scotland. We're about 10 miles south of Fort William at the moment. We drove up Friday evening, started at 8 o'clock. We got up to this point about 5 in the morning. We've had a couple of hours kip and we're about ready to start our day. It's now 7 AM on Saturday morning. The view from this little car park's already looking amazing. I can't wait to see what the day's got in store. Quick cup of tea, let's go. So this is a trip I've wanted to do for a little while. We haven't really got a plan. We've got a week off work and we're going up the west coast, along the north and then back down the east. So let's go, let's see what we can find. Hopefully it's going to stay nice and sunny for us, but we shall see. Today's goal is to get up to Skye, where we should be camping, or hopefully camping, at the Glen Brittle campsite. I've not been up to the Highlands before, but if this is the start of things to come, I can't wait. This is us heading for the bridge over to Skye. The weather's lovely and bright and sunny. Blue sky, blue sea. It's absolutely stunning. On a Skye inbound. Well folks, here we are. Not been on for a little while, but took a bit of a break. Got married, as some of you might know. But me and Ambrose were at the Isle of Skye. We come up to Scotland yesterday, drove up through the night. Had a couple of hours kip this morning. We've made it across to Skye, and our adventure sort of starts properly here now. So I'll bring you in for it. But Ambrose is here with his van. He's got it kitted out, a bit of a day van. I'm here in the trusty Trooper. Just got the swag set up tonight. Bit of a beach view. Not bothering with the awning because it's a bit windy, as you can probably tell. We've got the barbecue on. We've got the chips bubbling away. We've got some corn on the cobs. And over here in Ambrose's van, we've got some peppered steaks and some salad ready to go. So that'll do us for the night. A few beers. Early night, because I say we only had a couple of hours the last 2 days, and then the adventure starts tomorrow. Dinner is served. Dinner with champions. Let's get stuck in. I apologise for the wind noise. As you can tell, it was a bit breezy to get the drone up, so this is a little video I took with my phone from the top of the hill. Not really filmed a lot. Just been enjoying the scenery, but we're still on Skye. Looking out across the water there, that's mainland Scotland back there. So I haven't really filmed much today, just been doing a bit of driving, a bit of sightseeing. But it's beautiful. Quick stop here, little viewpoint, got the kettle on. All's good. Well, that's us just leaving Skye now. We've done a lap of the island. We've been here a couple of days. We're back across to mainland Scotland. I didn't film a great deal in Skye, just enjoying it while I was here, enjoying the moment and stuff. But when we get back to Scotland, I'll try my best to film a bit more, get the drone up, and I'll try a bit harder. But Skye's been lovely, been beautiful. Highly recommend it to anybody. The Glen Brittle campsite was absolutely lovely, right on the coast there. It's a nice spot to stay, very secluded, a little bit breezy, but that was good, it kept the midges away. All good fun. When I say the breeze kept the midges away, it did mainly, but in the morning we got up, one side of the truck had been in the sun, it was fine, the other side was damp from the morning dew, and look how many of the little buggers were stuck to it. We was ready for them. I got a fly sheet, mosquito fly sheet in my swag. We had no problems really. Had like a few bites, couple of bites, but nothing major. It definitely didn't ruin our stay. Literally everywhere we went, the views got better and better, and the sun just seemed to get brighter and brighter. We really did choose a good time to go. Now this is the start of the Applecross Pass. It's a single track road with passing places. It's just over 11 miles long and it gets to an elevation of just above 600 metres. It gains a lot of its height via the switchbacks. It's a very interesting road to drive, especially on a clear day when you get the views. We was lucky, we did have the views. It wasn't very busy when we went. There was a few cyclists on there, but it was a cracking drive and it really is worth doing. It wasn't that windy, so we managed to get the drone up at the highest point. So keep watching, and that's coming up next. Well, that's us. We're at Applecross. Probably come as no surprise. Me and Ambro's got an ice cream. We've been and had a quick beer. And now we're just enjoying the sunshine. Absolutely beautiful again today. Scotland renowned for its bad weather. We seem to have hit lucky and got it on a good week. Absolutely beautiful, not a cloud in the sky. Should be camping just across there at Applecross. Not too far to go at all. I'll catch up with you later on. Well, just pulled up at Applecross. Ambrose has stayed here before and camped here on the grass, but there's a sign up this year saying no camping. So, a bit of a shame. We just come across from over there, the Applecross Inn. We're going to be camping here on this grass overlooking the bay. But it's not to be, so we'll move on and go somewhere else. Never mind, plenty more places to stop. Now, as you can see, I'm out there doing me a little bit on my video, and the in-car camera's still running. I didn't know it was, but good fortune that it was, because it caught this next bit on video. While we were turned up, we saw the sign for no camping. Ambrose has been before and he's camped there before, no problems. But the park ranger was stood there watching what we was up to. If you go back to the video, you'll see him leading up his van. So he's let me do my little video clip, and then when I put my camera down, he's come over. Obviously no problem to us. He's come over to make sure that our intentions are good and we're not gonna ignore the signs, which obviously we're not going to. So we've had a bit of a chat, and it turns out that camping's no longer allowed on the bay at Applecross because due to idiots, basically. Some lad on a motorbike racing about, some lad on a beach buggy, dune buggy thing racing about on the sand. The park ranger said that they've gone from having one fire a night there to having 30 fires a night. There's been burnt out cars, there's been all sorts. So the local authority have shut it down basically just because of the idiots. So if you've been to Applecross before or you was planning on staying there, there's no camping any longer. The fella was sound. I say he introduced himself, we shook hands. In the end, he's talking to me stickers, and hopefully he's watching this and he can see that we're well behaved. No problem for us to stop and chat to the man. I say he was pleasant to us, so we was pleasant to him. But it just goes to show that when you are out and about, you are under scrutiny by others. So make sure you pick up your mess and your rubbish. Don't be silly, don't be stupid. Leave it as you found it. And hopefully this will be a not too regular occurrence. As I say, it was still early in the day, so we pushed on to see what else we could find. In a way, I'm glad we did carry on, as we came across a really nice campsite in Ullapool. Well, we've landed on our feet tonight. Managed to find a real nice campsite, just stumbled across it, just on the tip of Ullapool. As you can see, it's still beautiful and sunny. Plenty of grass pitches left. The setup here, Ambrose in his van. I'm going to be down the side in the swag. Should be spot on. Absolutely beautiful. Well, that's us just leaving the campsite. We're obviously at Ullapool. Today's efforts are to get us up to Durness. So obviously we're going to be sticking to the coast as much as we can. Nice steady ride up to Durness and see how far we get. If we get further than Durness, happy days. If not, that's where we're aiming for anyway, so it don't really matter. So a bit awkward to film on this trip because everything is worth filming, but who the hell wants to watch a 5-day long YouTube video? So I'm trying to get a bit of footage, trying to show you a few bits and bobs, but it's difficult because it's all worth coming to see. If you haven't been, I can highly recommend it. Just pulled up for a cup of tea. Nice little scenic spot. Road up through here is all mountain roads, single track with passing places. But we're here now. It's Clashnessie Bay. I don't know how well you can see that on the laptop. Clashnessie Bay, and we've got some beautiful white sand. I'll take you and show you. Not sunny today, not by any means, but still beautiful. I think yesterday we were spoilt with the sun, to be honest, but absolutely lovely. The wind's even died off a little bit. All single track road, all through these big rocks. It's fantastic. There is a distinct lack of ice cream though. Haven't seen a van all day yet, so we're hoping for later. I just pulled over to get a picture of the truck against this backdrop. Now, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it on the GoPro, but look at that. Absolute magnificent. Just wow. As far as you look, beautiful. With the light and the clouds and the shadows. It's been like that the whole trip. Stunning. Now this was my favourite camping spot of the whole week. This is Sango Sands Bay in Durness. We didn't book any camping spots, we just winged it because we didn't know if we'd be wild camping or where we'd be or what times we'd be anywhere, so we just winged it. Obviously we was in the weekday, so it wasn't quite so busy as the weekend, but we turned up here and loads of pitches left. It was £11 a night. Beautiful clean toilets, lovely shower block. They've got a clubhouse on site with we had a few beers in. Absolute perfect camping spot. The weather turned it on for us. We've got the sand and the sea. There's a nice viewpoint out there on the end of the rocks you can see. Just a perfect little camping spot. I recommend it to anybody. I also think camping on the coast with the breeze really does help with the midges. We never had hardly any problems with the midges, didn't see many, and I know that some people go to Scotland and the midges wreck their lives or their holidays, but we was really lucky. But I think you can help yourselves out by staying in the breeze and staying out the shady spots, and I think it was just, we felt lucky, to be honest. It wasn't planned, but we felt lucky, and I'll take that any day of the week. I am going to end the video there, folks, as this is getting a little bit lengthy, but make sure you come back next week as we go for a short walk and I introduce you to this fella. We then carry on to John and Groats, and then we head back down to Fort William for the climb up Ben Nevis. Thanks very much for watching.